Good day, everyone. So Miko is one of those characters that I really covered in depth when she came out on the channel. I was actually one of the few people that actively defended the character. And yeah, I mean, looking at her right now, she's found herself in a very, very good spot, obviously with the introduction of Dendro and so on. And this is not really surprising because at the time when she came out, the biggest mystery was this passive where her elemental mastery converts into additional damage. And it's like, well, why does she have an elemental mastery passive? And because this at that time was kind of a bit of a big unknown to all of us, the only reasonable speculation that you could have come up with was that she was supposed to be used in a reaction based team where she is there to apply consistent off-field electro, but not just the application itself, but also to deal damage. And we can see really how sort of that kind of played out. And of course the elemental burst has got its own unique mechanic where there is no internal cooldown, so all 3 hits will apply electro, and hence for aggravate you get the full benefit and so on. So Yai in a very good position. Obviously the other big thing with Yai was her E ability. So how far have we come when it comes to her E ability? What are the community's perceptions and thoughts? Well, this is kind of a very sort of, well, this is like a topic that's not really mentioned a lot. I think the people that do mention it are still stuck in like the old ways of triple E, Q, triple E, which is not always the optimal way to play Yai. In fact, that's one of the very few ways you don't want to play Yai. You typically want to do what I sort of do here. You put down the turrets, and then right at the end you can sort of, towards the end of your sort of turrets like cooldowns and so on, you can put them on the field, because we understand very clearly that the team and Genshin Impact is all about rotations and sort of overlapping and managing cooldowns such as you can get the most damage. And in Miko's case, well, you just put down the turrets and then you can rotate through or cycle through your other cooldowns, and hey, you know, it kind of works out well. There are also other things, so not just the team that you see on my screen, but I mean, you can run Miko official technically, and if you are really skilled, you have a very strong team there to sort of do aggravate and sort of spread damage and so on. And I think the key here is to understand that the off-field application and hitting of enemies and so on, especially like at a range and stuff, is what makes Miko so much fun. It's a very hands-off unit, so it's a unit that you want to sort of manage with your team instead of sort of being active on the field. And obviously the price for doing this or getting this is that you should spend a bit of extra time, of course, putting up her totems and so on. But like I've explained in my previous videos, this is not really that bad of a cost, because what you want is to sort of overlap the time that she's going to be on and off the field with your other cooldowns. And also when you do swap into Yai, there is a 1 second delay before you can swap to any other character or use any other abilities from other characters, in which case overlapping that with an immediate E from Yai certainly means you're not going to waste as much time as a lot of people kind of think that she does. So Miko herself, at least on the highest end or the highest sort of skill ceiling, yes, might be a bit slower than some other units and so on when it comes to just quickly rotating, but certainly when it comes to punching power, what she does and gives you in return is like so good. From a practical perspective, I think she's great. I think she's matured really well as a character. Obviously the Gilded Dreams, I think that's a new artifact set, plays really well. In a mono electro team, you just want to stack the attack percentage. In a reaction based team, of course, having different units on the field gives you more of an EM buff. Miko wants that exactly for reaction based teams. And yeah, I mean, I'm happy I picked up Yai. I'm happy we defended Yai. From a technical perspective, she is pretty awesome, pretty different. And of course, for those of you that have a C6 Raiden, the sort of overlap between C6 Raiden and Yai, or like how they work together, is just so beautiful. I mean, there's a reason why Miko is such a popular ship. But alright, that's all from my side. Cheers.